Welcome to our YouTube video where we dive into the exciting world of video editing and explore the best laptops for this task in 2024. If you're a content creator, filmmaker, or video enthusiast, you know the importance of having a powerful and reliable laptop to make your editing process a breeze. In this video, we'll unveil the top contenders that will help you achieve your creative vision without breaking the bank. Number 5. Lenovo Yoga 7i. The Lenovo Yoga 7i is still one of the top laptops for video editing in 2024. The Lenovo Yoga 7i 16 might be a better choice if you're on a tighter budget. With Intel's 13th Gen U and P series processors, this 16-inch 2-in-1 convertible laptop has more than enough computing power for everyday productivity tasks like word processing and spreadsheet work. You'll have plenty of screen space for effective split-screen multitasking thanks to its roomy 16-inch display, which also enables pen input, though, depending on your location, you might need to buy the stylus separately. There are two display options available, FGT Plus and QHD Plus. We recommend using QHD Plus because it has a brighter, sharper display that reduces glare. With moderate use, the laptop's battery life of almost 12 hours is outstanding, and it charges quickly using USB-C. There are two USB ports, two USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 connectors, HDMI, and a microSD card reader in terms of connectivity and ports. You may take advantage of the simplicity of biometrics with a fingerprint sensor and facial recognition camera, as well as Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity. Under intense demand, the laptop's fans don't make much noise and there isn't any thermal throttling, even though the keyboard can warm up a little. The webcam records images with reasonable detail and good clarity, although there is an artificial tinge and some background noise may be picked up by the microphone. In the mid-range 2-in-1 Windows laptop segment, the Lenovo Yoga 7i 16, also known as the Lenovo Yoga 7i 16 Gen 8, is a formidable competitor. The design is almost unchanged from its predecessor, except the ports are now located differently. This model has options for up to 1 TB of storage, up to 16 GB of RAM, and Intel's 13th Gen U and P series CPUs. A QHD Plus 2560x1600 or FHD Plus 1920x1200 IPS display is yours to choose. The laptop has a large 71-well battery, a 1080p webcam, and Wi-Fi 6E wireless networking. There are two USB ports, two USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 connectors, and HDMI 1.4 port. Number 4. Razer Blade 14. In 2024, the Razer Blade 14 breaks through as a high-end powerful laptop deftly packed into a sleek, light, and thin chassis that nonetheless retains its durability. In terms of video editing, this laptop is a formidable opponent, offering superb gaming performance at 1080p and 1440p HD, all on a bright 165Hz screen. With its flexible range of physical ports, it expands your options for connectivity. Its compact size may make the keyboard appear a little small, but there's no mistaking the appeal of this little powerhouse, which I must painfully say goodbye to. The Razer Blade 14, which is made of machined aluminum and has a sleek black finish, is quite durable and well built, although it does show signs of fingerprints. It has very little keyboard frame flex and feels sturdy in the hand. There is very little movement in the screen hinge. The keyboard is confined by the 14-inch display, which is made worse by the stereo speaker grills on either side of it. Although the sound quality of these speakers is great, there is a small truncation of the keys on the extreme sides, which may take some getting used to, especially for larger hands. Positively, the trackpad has a large, responsive glass surface that ensures easy finger navigation and a nice, strong click. It's still a pleasure to see Razer provide such a high-quality trackpad with their Blade laptops. The Razer Blade 14 shines in terms of physical connectivity, featuring two USB-A and two USB-C ports in addition to an HDMI output for connecting a second screen. Number 3. ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. 2024's best option for video editing. ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. The ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14 is a great option if you're looking for a reasonably priced substitute for high-end laptops like the Apple MacBook Pro 16 for your video editing requirements. Gaming laptops such as this one have hardware specifications that meet the needs of video editing. A top-notch 1610 QHD display with complete DCI-P3 coverage is featured on the G14. Although it has a fair factory calibration, exact color work may require some fine-tuning. With a powerful 8-core AMD Ryzen 9 6900HS CPU and a choice of AMD Radeon RX 6700S or 6800S GPUs, the laptop has more than enough power for video editing work. There are a few disadvantages, though. First off, when under a lot of stress, the G14 can get hot and noisy. To lessen noise, you can change the fan settings, however, doing so may cause a little decrease in performance. Second, compared to USB 4 or Thunderbolt 4, the laptop's USB-C ports only provide USB 3.2 Gen 2 data transfer rates. Although it's still under development, ASUS has promised a firmware update that would add support for USB 4. Last but not least, the G14 only comes with 1 TB of storage, but as the SSD is user replaceable, you may upgrade to a greater capacity drive if necessary. An excellent substitute if you would rather have an Intel/NVIDIA-based system is the ASUS TUF-F15. It has many NVIDIA discrete GPUs, such as the RTX 3050, 3050 Ti, 3060, and 3070, and Intel 12th Gen processors. Although it has a high-end QHD display with complete DCI-P3 coverage, its display could not be as bright as the G14's, which could cause problems with visibility in well-lit areas. There are compromises too, like a reduced battery life and the lack of biometric functionality. With an AMD Ryzen 9 6900HS CPU and an option between AMD Radeon 6700S and 6800's discrete GPUs, the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14 is a 14-inch gaming laptop. The maximum capacities of the laptop's memory and storage are 32 GB and 1 TB, respectively. It has an IPS panel that is 1610 QHD 2560x1600 with a refresh rate of 120 Hz and support for FreeSync variable refresh rates. It also has a 76Go battery, Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity, and a 720 webcam. The laptop has a microSD card reader, an HDMI port, 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and an HDMI port. The USB-C ports do not support Thunderbolt 4 or USB 4, although they do support charging and video output. As of the time of writing, a firmware upgrade that is anticipated to include USB 4 capability is still under development. Number 2. Alienware X14. The Alienware X14 is among the best laptops for video editing available because of its lightweight design and strong performance. Presumably intended as a gaming laptop, this remarkably tiny gadget is certainly then capable of meeting the demands of video editing. The top-end variant has a 2 TB SSD in addition to 32 GB of RAM and a 12th generation Intel Core i7 processor with 16 GB of RAM and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050. Our evaluation of the device was unambiguous. Heavy CPU workloads such as photo and video editing will be a breeze. But it's not flawless. We thought the speakers were good overall, but not outstanding. It packs away more like a 15-inch laptop than a 14-inch laptop due to a minor design issue on the back. We also took issue with its mediocre 720p webcam and short battery life. The 14-inch 1080p display with its 144 Hz refresh rate and average brightness of 377 nits was great to look at overall. It's true that seasoned video editors and ardent professionals won't want to choose this. Because of its strong performance and lightweight design, the Alienware X14 is an incredibly beautiful tiny gaming laptop that you can simply use to continue gaming while on the go. Unfortunately, the webcam isn't up to pace and the battery life is a tad on the short side. When you take the Alienware X14 out of the box and look at it, the thinness of the device is what hits you first. Then it's simple to forget that this is a gaming laptop until you pick it up and see how light it is. Number 1. Dell XPS 17. If you're searching for a 17-inch laptop for video editing, the XPS 17 is a fantastic option. Not to mention stunning, the laptop's design and build quality are superb. It is incredibly pleasant to use for extended periods of time thanks to the primary chassis, screen cover, and palmrest made of machined aluminum and carbon fiber. The Windows laptop is equipped with an Intel 12th generation Alder Lake CPU. During our testing, we discovered that this laptop's CPU performance is exceptional, effortlessly handling tasks like video encoding and 3D rendering. You won't often run out of memory thanks to its PCI Gen 4.0 SSD, which has the speed to minimize the performance impact of disk switching. Up to 64 GB of RAM is also available. The laptop performed well in our benchmarking, scoring 17,747 on Cinebench R23 multi-core and 6,810 on PCMark 10 home test. However, it's not the lightest laptop, weighing in at 17 inches, and isn't very portable. The Dell XPS 15 is a smaller option that is equally worthy of your consideration. Its FHD/4K display, which covers 100% of the Adobe RGB gamut and is rated at 500 nits, makes the XPS 17 one of the best laptops for video editing, though. The Dell XPS 17 2022 has no resemblance to the model from the previous year, yet it is still one of the classiest and most elegant 17-inch laptops available, equipped with Intel's most recent 12th Gen CPUs for incredible performance and unexpectedly long battery life. The distinctive Dell XPS thin bezels on all four sides enhance the appearance of the screen. It's a feature that reduces the total footprint of the laptop and maintains the 2-year-old design appearing slick. Not only is the screen striking, but the sound quality is also noteworthy. The XPS 17 has exceptionally dynamic sound with outstanding stereo separation, good bass, and loudness. It truly delivers a powerful sonic punch. The extended battery life of this updated 2022 Dell XPS 17 model, more than 10 hours under modest workloads, rounds off its top features. This is remarkable for such a large beast. On the other hand, while no 17-inch laptop will ever rank very well in terms of portability, this isn't nearly as good as the greatest Ultrabooks. That concludes our top 5 best laptops for video editing in 2024 list. All product links are in the description, which is updated with the lowest prices. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.